I've taken pretty much every pumping course out there that's available, both for mothers and professionals. I really like to gather all the information available and see what's out there. But here's what I noticed about every single course I could find. And these are the 4 things we're going to cover in this video and talk a little bit about how what we do and what we teach is different. Number 1, pumping education is super basic, but well emptying your breast with a machine is not basic at all. Often it's information found on pump websites that's just repurposed a little bit, or from other random blogs from a mom who pumped one time or something like that. Milk supply concepts are often applied without factoring in how the milk is removed. So breast versus pump, kind of a general milk supply knowledge bank there. And 4, I was always left at the end with the question, but how does this apply to me? So in this video, I want to walk you through each one of these, and I'll also give you a couple of sneak peeks into how we structure our education to fill these gaps. All of our courses are in the description, by the way, if you want to start exploring them at any point in the video. If you're new here, my name is Allison Tolman. I'm a nurse, an IBCLC, and a breast pump expert. I've been focused in the world of breast pumps for nearly my whole career as a lactation consultant, and there has been such a high need in this area. I have spoken at conferences all over the world, taught many professionals as well as hundreds, thousands, dare I say, moms. We've also developed a custom teaching device, it's usually in the corner over here, called our boopy barometer, as you like to call it. We've tested over 100 breast pumps, and what I've learned through all of this, supporting moms, publishing articles, speaking at events, breast pumps are so much more than simple suction. They are complex, and it's no wonder that mothers are confused and getting wildly different results. All right, let's jump in. Pumping and feeding at the breast are not the same thing. And I know we've talked about this on the channel before. Yes, they both involve removing milk from a lactating breast, but that's about the point where the similarities end. And I've said this before, but pumping is more of an art than a science. Think of IBCLCs who are trained in all kinds of issues with feeding at the breast. It is wild, the amount of things to take into consideration and to account for, and the amount of problems that come up and the unique situations. I'm an IBCLC, I went through that training too. They really are experts there. And then with a breast pump, you just stick it on and go. Or like, where's the nuance here? Babies can cause their own issues while nursing, and breast pumps cause their own issues too. They lose a lot of the human and many of the biological benefits that you get with nursing. It is a different skill set. Almost every aspect of milk removal is different when you're using a baby versus a machine. So in our teaching, we actually use a methodology called the Proficient pumping pyramid, which is one of my favorites. Let me run through it really quickly and tell you just one thing in each category that's different when feeding at the breast versus a pump, although there are many in each. So I'm going to do my very best to only pick one in each category. Okay, the first section is milk expression schedule. Okay, babies feed on demand, but you control the schedule on a pump, meaning you control your supply. Next up is flange sizing. We don't care what size your baby's mouth is or your breast when you're nursing, but the size of the flange tunnel makes a huge difference when pumping for speed, output, comfort, and tissue health. The next step in the pyramid is letdowns. These are triggered automatically by your baby, and neither you or your baby are thinking much about it. It's biology, right? But these are super intentional with a press pump. Babies also control how much to remove and when. This is all manual on a pump. Okay, I think that was actually 2 things, sorry, but there's just so much there's so much to learn here. Okay, we gotta move on. Next section in our pyramid is pumping techniques. Very few additional techniques are needed when you're breastfeeding, feeding at the breast, but it is not uncommon to need to add in some human elements and some extra things when using a robot pump, okay? The next step is pump settings. Literally no thought goes into this when you're breastfeeding. The suction or the speed at which your baby is suckling, you don't care. Nobody cares, right? But this is all determined by the pump and the user while you're pumping. It matters a lot for efficient milk removal. And last in our pyramid is hormones. There's so much here, but all the benefits of being with your baby, slowing down, the human-to-human nature of it, and the contact are all lost with a pump. Moms are expected to do everything and remove milk at the same time. No wonder it's not working as well as it should. Not only that, sorry, this is too, but the stress of seeing what's in the bottle and then having to account for that too really messes with your mind and your hormones. There's a lot to take into consideration. Well, I covered each one briefly, but that really didn't even touch the surface of what we can teach you about all of these things. But there's an idea a little bit of how pumping is different compared to feeding at the breast. Pumping is really an art, and it is really unique to you. And that's what we're trying to help you figure out, which parts of those pyramid are most important for you so you can focus there and ditch the rest. Okay, I won't name companies or courses out there, but gosh, many of the most popular courses on pumping, I learned nearly nothing that I couldn't find on a breast pump website or on a blog that you Google. It was really a lot of the basic types of breast pumps, some of the specs you can find online, the basic setup, how to set up your pump, a typical pumping session, preset schedules, usually something along the lines of every 3 hours or 8 times a day, and common hacks like the fridge hack or power pumping. If you've spent any amount of time online in the pumping space, you already know all of this, okay? And while there's definitely a need for a basic rundown, we cover that briefly in our courses as well, this isn't going to get you very far. Everyone responds so differently to a breast pump, and most moms are using it differently as well. Are you combining it with nursing? Are you exclusively pumping? What's your baseline milk supply like? How are you responding to a pump and what type of pump? There are so many factors that determine how you use a pump to meet your end goal. Some moms are triple feeding. Some moms are just adding it on top for fun. Some are working and kind of splitting it half and half. What we teach in our courses is a self-detective style approach, meaning that I want you to be your own pumping expert. You don't need to know every single thing, and you don't need more random information thrown at you. You just need to know how you uniquely respond to a pump and what works best for you. Everything else you don't have to worry about, right? I actually did a webinar recently, which I'll link down below for you. It was awesome, and we'll walk you through the Proficient pumping pyramid. We actually did a self-assessment, a self-evaluation with everyone, which was really fun. Then moms told us which were the top 1 to 2 areas in the pyramid that they needed to focus on the most. I was actually shocked at the variations in their answers. It was wild. Some said that scheduling and flange sizing mattered the most for them, that they saw the biggest difference in their efforts focusing there. Others said letdowns in hormones. It was pretty much every combination out there, and it varied a lot mother to mother. This is a really perfect example of why every 3 hours pumping schedule doesn't work for everybody. And that doesn't even cover the notion of what happens when your typical schedule gets thrown off, which you know it does. This is exactly what we aim to teach, and in our specific teaching style. What matters most for you and how to adapt in real time based on what you know about yourself, because you understand your body and how it responds to a breast pump. That's what I want for you. As a side note, we've also tested over, like I said, 100 pumps using our custom testing device, and we have more data than we know what to do with. It's actually made available for you in our breast pump data library. You won't find this real objective data anywhere else. Most of it you cannot find on pump websites or online. But we've made it easy for you to digest. It's in that library if you want it. No repurposed information here. Okay, so I know you probably know that milk supply is largely based on supply and demand. You need both frequent milk removal and frequent nipple stimulation to be successful. We've talked about this in depth in that most recent webinar I just mentioned, which is linked below for you. But doing all of that with your baby versus a breast pump is wildly different. There are benefits and difficulties that come with each. So don't think that one is easier or better than the other, but let's just kind of focus on the pumping aspect here, since that's what we specialize in. When you're using a breast pump to either fully or to assist managing your milk supply, which again, we help moms do every day in all of those varieties, there are some nuances that most pumping education courses just miss. Number one, you have to tell your body how much it needs to make. Your baby isn't going to do it for you. When I was breastfeeding my little ones, I really didn't think much about supply, right? They were growing well, peeing, pooping, lots, and they just managed it on their own. But with a pump, you have to decide, and you have to be able to get the milk out, which is all about pumping efficiently. There's some separate videos on that because it's like a whole rabbit hole there, but I'll put them down below for you. Number two, and this plays right into what I just mentioned, so many moms are leaving milk behind when they're pumping, which hurts milk supply. And this is probably the number one issue I see with moms and one of the most common comments we get in our courses. So many moms say things like, I had no idea I was leaving milk behind, or I saw my output increase almost immediately. The milk was there, I just wasn't getting it all out. Or I was skeptical whether or not I could increase my supply, but I totally did. I can't believe it. And number 3 here, for those who are managing milk supply with a baby and a breast pump, it's complex. There are no Pinterest schedules that can save you here. No amount of power pumping or oatmeal or supplements will help you. It's not just about pumping more. You're balancing milk from the breast with your little one and also fully emptying with your breast pump. Days look different. You've got one of these feeding on demand. You've got one of these on a schedule. It's complex, right? We actually do have a totally separate course just for milk supply that is really pumping focused because it is different with a pump. And I think that's a big miss for a lot of the other pumping education I've seen out there. Every single course I've ever taken from anyone, or workshops or webinars or anything like that, to be honest, at the end, it really leaves me thinking, okay, if I was a mom taking this, would I be able to walk away and troubleshoot things that come up? And I have yet to take one or find some program like this where I was confident that the answer would be yes. Sure, a $50 pumping course can give you the basics and teach you how to set up your pump and walk you through the textbook style of pumping. But you can also Google that for free, how to set up your pump, right? What you really need is to become your own pumping expert, which is what I want for you. I want you to know how to do your own franchising so you can adjust in real time without getting 3 different opinions from 3 different professionals who do it all a little different. It doesn't matter. I want you to know what works for you. I want you to know how to get back on track when your day explodes, or the baby is teething, or you miss a session because you were out and about longer than you expected. You should know how much your breast can hold, what the most important aspects of pumping are for you specifically, how to adjust based on your long-term and your short-term goals, and how to create a predictable milk supply that you can move up and down. I love teaching in this style, a really practical approach, not just random information, which is pretty much the only thing I've ever seen in other courses and from other professionals. It's just like, here's a bunch of pumping information. You do need some information, but what you really need to know is how to apply it to you specifically. We've refined our curriculums and our methodologies over the last 4 years, working closely with clients in our high-touch coaching program. Now we've made all of these resources available to you much more affordably and accessibly. I am really confident if you are willing to learn, if you're willing to put in the effort to do some experimenting and to learn about yourself, that you will see great results. I have yet to see someone who put in the time and effort see nothing. The only ones, and it's not very many, who have had no progress are the ones that bought the course and never did anything. I don't want you to do that. So if that's going to be you, don't even buy it, right? You're going to have to do a little learning and a little experimenting, but we can walk you through it step by step, and I'll be with you there the whole way. And I have a whole team ready to support you as well. If you want to dive in a little bit further and see more in depth of how we teach and what we teach, there is a link below down to our webinar on how to pump more milk in less time. There's also a course discount in there for you too. If you just want to jump straight to the courses because you're like, I'm in, I need this, those are in the description for you as well. I would love to see you become your own pumping expert, to create a predictable milk supply and get more milk with less effort. You definitely can, because I've seen it work with thousands of pumping moms just like you. Good luck. I know you can do this, and we're here to help. Happy pumping.